Ashwagandha versus lion's mane mushroom. Which one is the best one? But more importantly, which one is the best one for you? First off, let's look at the differences between these two, and then let's look at the similarities. The differences, first off, is looking at the active compounds. So with ashwagandha, it's a plant, it's a root, it's an Ayurvedic medicine, and what is known about ashwagandha is it contains several different biological active compounds, including alkaloids, withanolides, and flavonoids. Now, the withanolides is considered the primary active constituent within ashwagandha and is responsible for the herb's adaptogenic properties and potential therapeutic effects on the body, versus lion's mane mushroom, which is a fungus, which are rich in bioactive compounds that have been shown to stimulate nerve growth factor production, which plays a very vital role in the process and building of the growth and maintenance of regeneration of nerve cells. So this very unique quality has garnered a lot of attention for its effects to potentially help and support cognitive function. Now, looking at the differences when it comes to the health benefits between ashwagandha and lion's mane, ashwagandha is traditionally known for its adaptogenic effects and properties that really impact stress levels within the body. It is believed that ashwagandha actually does promote relaxation, reduce anxiety, and improve overall mood. Ashwagandha may also enhance physical performance, support the immune system, aid in sleep quality, and balance hormones. Additionally, it possesses antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Versus lion's mane's benefits that we do see with lion's mane mushroom is primarily associated with the cognitive health benefits. It is believed to enhance cognitive function, improve memory, focus, and attention span. The nerve growth factor stimulating compounds within lion's mane mushroom has shown potential supporting the brain's health and its capacity in improving its memory and functionality and cognition, and also may have application in supporting neurodegenerative conditions. And also, just like ashwagandha, it also does have antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, another thing that's also could be really different between ashwagandha and also lion's mane is the mechanism of action of how this all works. So with ashwagandha, one of the biggest things actually has to do with regulating cortisol levels. It has been shown in research that ashwagandha helps actually lower cortisol levels, and this is why it's believed to help with stress levels and anxiety. It's also been shown to modulate a lot of different neurotransmitters such as GABA, serotonin, which not only help reduce anxiety symptoms, but also help improve mood. Now, along with ashwagandha, a lot of the different mechanism actions, other than helping with cortisol, which is an important hormone, it also has been known to actually balance out a lot of different and modulate different hormones as well, which creates that hormonal equilibrium. But along with that, it also helps and promote relaxation, which then helps, of course, help with people with sleep issues. Versus lion's mane, a lot of the mechanism of action comes around with the stimulation of nerve growth factors, also as known as NGF. And so by supporting and actually the production of NGF, it does support cognition and memory enhancement. And on top of that is lion's mane has also been known to enhance neuroplasticity and neurogenesis, which then of course aids in memory processing. Along with that, it has been also known to help support clarity and focus, as well as exhibit potential neuroprotective effects. Now let's talk about some of the similarities here real quick. So some of the similarities between ashwagandha as well as lion's mane is they both have adaptogenic properties, which are just substances that help the body cope with things such as like stress and also promote balance. Some other also similarities between these two is both of them have substances that have neuroprotective effects. More so in lion's mane, but there's also been shown some and also in ashwagandha, which not only support the brain, but also the function capacity that the brain does provide for our body. Some of the similarities, as I kind of mentioned before, both of them do have both antioxidant as well as anti-inflammatory properties, which are very important for the brain and protecting the brain and protecting our body from a lot of inflammatory things that we get exposed to every day from oxidative stress. Both of these do regulate oxidative stress from cellular damage. And also both lion's mane mushroom as well as ashwagandha do help and benefit the immune system and supporting and modulating our immune system throughout our body. Now, if you are looking for actual guidance of ways to enhance and improve your focus and your memory, then you should download my free focus guide in the description below, where I talk about all the different types of supplements, foods to implement, and testing to do to really help and improve your focus. Now, let's talk about why I actually would specifically use each one of these and what you should be considering for yourself. When it comes to ashwagandha, what I am specifically looking for and why I would actually give it to a patient is, one, looking back at the mechanism of action. Remember, what is big thing that it does, it lowers cortisol levels. So if you're someone that is very high stress and agitated and having a hard time getting sleep, and maybe that also might be impacting your focus, ashwagandha could be beneficial to you. But to take this a step further of when I decide to give ashwagandha, I will test cortisol levels throughout the day. So that way I could see, is there any spikes in your levels of your cortisol, or does it dip? Because if it does dip and you have low cortisol levels throughout the entire day, ashwagandha is probably not going to be the best option. In fact, it can make things even worse. But if you have spikes in your cortisol levels, then yeah, you would want to implement something like ashwagandha to bring those cortisol levels down so that you can feel more relaxed and have better improvement in your focus, but also even better quality of sleep and overall health. Now, when it comes to lion's mane, now obviously the big one, if you haven't noticed, of why you would take something like this is definitely for more cognitive functionality, memory, and focus. So if you're having issues in this area, this is something I usually typically will use as an add-on to really enhance these areas after I've run several different testing to see other imbalances of why you might have focus issues before I actually add lion's mane. It is something I typically just will add on after I've identified any kind of micronutrient deficiencies or hormone imbalances. Then if I've already exhausted all that, then I would add lion's mane just to kind of enhance things to just kind of improve the focus and memory and cognitive functionality. Now, if you need a true tiebreaker, don't worry. I've actually tested out both of these for 30 days myself. So if you want to see my experience of taking ashwagandha for 30 days, then watch this video over here. If you want to see my experience of taking lion's mane for 30 days, then watch this video over here to see my experience and really see what the true tiebreaker is between these two.